So for the next part, we're going to tag these walls and floor that we've made with category tags. So in order to do that, the Revit file, and let's go back to our A2.1, sure, the project. What we want to do is add these little tags, and if you look at the PDF, the way I've tagged them is there's an F3 for this one, a C1 for that one, an F1 for this one, an F2 for that one, a W1 and a W2. So we're going to do that. So if I go back to Revit, what I want to do is, you can do this in whatever view you want. I'm just going to double click on this view on the sheet, and I'm going to pick this wall, right, or this floor. So again, if we go back, that's an F2. So we go back to Revit. What we want to do is edit the type, and we want to change the type mark to be the F2. So if I go to edit type for that floor and scroll down in the type parameters, there is a type mark, and I want to name that F2, right? And then, and it's going to say you have duplicate type marks, and that's okay. Just click OK. And then I'm going to pick the floor finish, right? Let's go in there and get that little guy and do the same thing, edit type, and I'm going to change that to F1 and click OK and click OK. And you can see that that tag updated to F1. We're going to tag the other one, so you'll see how to do that. And let's do the wall 1 and 2. So we have wall 1 and wall 2. So go back to Revit. And the wall 1 is the fire rated assembly. So if I go back to Revit and pick this and edit type, we'll name this W1. And then click OK and pick this one, and let's edit type and make that W2. Click OK. And then for the ceiling, we have C1 and F2 up here. So I'm going to pick this one, go to edit type, and name this C, whoops, capitalize it, C1. Okay. Click OK. And then I'll pick the floor, and that will be F3. So edit type and F3. So once we do that, we can then tag them. And in the past, what we did is we went to the annotate tag and we tagged with the material tag, but now we're going to tag by category. So it's doing the wall itself and not the material, right? So if we tag by category, you should be able to pick these guys. And what you want to do is make sure that all of the settings up here match what you want. And so I'm going to come up in the leader type, I'm going to say free end. And I'm just going to place it. That's going to allow it to move around. So I'll just tag this one with the F3 and pull it up. Double. And then there's the C1, and come down and tag that. And then tag this with the W1. And tag this guy. There's the F2. And we'll tag this one with the W2. Right? And then I'll hit escape twice to stop the tagging. It's still in the tag mode, so if I'm going to hit escape twice to stop that. And then if you want to move these, you can move them, you know, if you want them to line up, right? And they'll line up. You can also pick this little end, kind of move it up if you want it further. This guy will get, if it gets wonky, you know, you can kind of pull it in and make it straight, right? If that makes sense. So that's the wall tagging. So pretty straightforward.